Leo Cullen, a bonus point win down in Limerick. You must be a very happy man.
Yeah, no, the guys, I think they applied themselves really well this week. Always difficult this week after, guys, they've had a break, but obviously prior to that, then they've been involved in the Six Nations campaign. So, they worked hard this week in the time that they had, and it's a positive start for us with the group back together. A lot of good work went on. Obviously, when there was that sort of, there's the natural split during the Six Nations, and you get a chunk of players back. So, as I said, they worked hard this week to try and build that sense of cohesion amongst the group. And it's a positive, I guess, first week back together. But yeah, we've got some great challenges ahead now. So, Connacht obviously next week, then Connacht back in the Aviva. So, two huge games for us in Europe, and it's just making sure that we prepare well now over the next. We have a short turnaround into next week and then into the week after. So, two huge weeks for us, the club. So hopefully we get plenty of support. On the road, then in Galway, and then back at the Aviva the week after. So, we'll turn our attention very, very quickly to that now.
But focusing on tonight's performance, you're talking to media there and just talking about that discipline, maybe ill discipline that let you down in that first half. And obviously Munster could have gone ahead in at the break ahead, but we managed to get that turnover just before half time, which managed to just eke ourselves in front.
It was a difficult win. They were playing it in the first half, so we didn't gain that much in terms of some of those kicking duels, and probably Munster were on top of some of them in the first half. I thought we managed that much better in the second half. Obviously, with the win behind us, it's a hell of a lot easier. But there was a fair few penalties both sides, I think, in the first half, particularly around the ruck. Anyway, we gave away a few probably cheap ones, especially with the wind. I thought Joey nailed his kicks when they came along. So there's, as I said, it was never going to be perfect today. There are plenty of bits that we can get better on. So and we know down the sports ground is going to be a tough old challenge for us down there. So for us, trying to recover well now and look after ourselves and prepare well again.
And it's a quick turnaround as well, obviously a Friday night game, so maybe that day less this week heading into that, and that's going to be a challenge. Yeah,
well, I suppose Connacht are in a similar situation as well. Obviously, they played earlier on today. Good win for them away in Treviso, so it's pretty similar for them as well. So anyway, just get back now tonight, rest up, put in a decent short week's work. And it's, as I said, it's just two huge games, so great to be in the playoffs of Europe. Now it's trying to just get through to the next round, and obviously this dynamic is slightly unusual in the fact that it's the two-legged last 16, so which we haven't had before. So again, just going back to that support piece, we've had, when you come to the big days in Europe over the years, the days that stick out with, it's sea of blue, whether we're on the road or at home, and the lads get great energy off the back of that. So again, I believe there's a few tickets left for the game in Lviv especially, so hopefully we'll have a big crowd on Good Friday that day, but in the meantime obviously we've got a big game obviously down the sports ground there next week.